Nice. A iwantitlive.com hat. This is a lovely hat that is supplied by our sponsor, ProfileT-shirts.com. So we hope you enjoy that hat, and thank you so much for playing along with us. Now, our next game is a two-player game. It's a card game that I'm sure everyone's played at some time in their life, but it's a little bit more larger than life right now. And this is something that we really enjoy down here at iwantitlive.com. It's called Concentration. So we're going to need two players here. So, Bill, can you give us a player?
I sure can. First we have Dejam 418.
All right, Dejam
Cyber on
418.
down.
Can I get your first name and where you're from? Can I get your first name and where you're from? Just type it right on in there. Djam 418. What is your first name and where are you from? So we get to know you a little bit better on this game. You're player one. This is your last chance. Go ahead. We need you to type it right on in there in the chat room. Now remember, this is a lot of fun. We're only picking random people here, so you're one of the lucky ones. This is part of history. Okay, we're going to have to replace you. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Dan. Dan from New York. Good call. All right, Dan from New York. You're the first player. And I Want It Live's Concentration. Hey, Bill, we're going to need another player.
Alrighty,
another contestant?
Alrighty. Next we have TS Bay Life. Cyber on down.
All right, TF Bay Lives. Cyber on down. What's your first name and where are you from? It's Tim from Bayville. All right. We're so glad to have you aboard. Now, I'm sure you all played this game before at some time in your life, but we're going to go ahead and give you the rules right now just so you know how it's played. Hey, Bill, Bungalow Bill, tell us how the rules are played.
Alrighty. I Want It Live's Concentration. This is a two-player game, played just like the card game. There are 21 boxes with 3 of the boxes containing wild cards in the form of jokers. You have to match pairs. If you pull a wild card, then you get an automatic match. The player with the most pairs at the end of the game wins. The player chosen first will choose cards second in the game. Back to you, Frank.
All right. In this game, player 2 gets to start. So, Tim from Bayville, you get to call out the very first card. Go ahead, type it right on in there, and we'll go ahead and turn it over for you. Number 21. 8 of diamonds. Okay, what's your next card? Number 1. Thank you, Connie. And it's a 5 of spades. Wrong. Not a match. Okay, it's your turn, Dan from New York. Pick 2 cards. Number 8. And what other card? Number 7. That was the 3 of spades and the Joker. Woo! The Joker. You know what that means? The Joker means it's an automatic match. So, Dan from New York, you got 1 match. That's a pair of 3s. So you also get another turn. So go ahead, Dan. Type in your next 2 cards that you'd like to pick. Number 6. The 9 of spades. And what else? Number 20. 4 of spades. No, that's not a match. But concentrate on those cards so you can remember next time. Next choice is Tim. Go ahead, Tim. Which 2 would you like to turn over? Tim from Bayville. He says he'd like to try number 2. The Joker! Woo! The Joker! Ah! And that means it's an automatic match. So go ahead and give us your next card. Number 21. And number 13 is the match. Pair of 8s. Way to go, Tim from Bayville. And it's your turn again. So come on. Tell us which one you want to go ahead and turn over this time. Number 15. All right, Andrea. She gave us a 7 of hearts. What's your next guess? Number 17. 5 of clubs and a 7 of hearts. I'm sorry, no match. No match. Back to Dan from New York. All right, Dan. Dan says he'd like to pick number 16. The king of clubs. And what else? Number 1. 5 of spades. I'm sorry. There's no match. Okay. Moving back to Tim from Bayville. Tim. He says he's going to pick number 1 also. And what other one? Number 15. Is it a match? No, it isn't. But a lot of try there, Tim. That was a 7 of hearts. All right, we're going back to Dan from New York. Come on, Dan. Put that thinking cap on. I can smell something burning. Number 3, the 2 of diamonds. And number 11. All right, the king of hearts. It's no match. Thank you, Beatrice.